Hello everyone. Today myself and Paul going to discuss about understanding quadrilaterals. Now, plane surface. What is plane surface? It is a flat surface in which a straight line joining any two points lies completely on that surface only. The example of plane surface is paper. Okay student, here we draw a line on a paper with a pencil. You see it, right? Now next, curve. A figure formed on a plane surface by joining a number of points without lifting a pencil is called a curve. Here you see the figure, here it is. Okay student. Now next, open curve. A curve which does not end at the same starting point or which does not cut itself is called an open curve. Here you see, here it is the figure. You see it, the curve does not cut itself. Also, the curve does not end at the same starting point. Okay student, right? Now next, closed curve. A curve which cut itself or which starts and ends at the same point is called a closed curve. Here it is. In this figure you see the curve cuts itself. Okay student. Now next, here in this figure you see, in this curve starting point and end point are the same point. Okay student. Now simple closed curve. A closed curve is called simple closed curve which does not intersect itself. Here see the figure of a simple closed curve. Here it is circle. Here it is square. Okay student, right? Now polygon. A polygon is a closed figure bounded by three or more line segments such that each line segment intersects exactly two other points. A triangle is a very common example of a polygon. Okay student. Now see the figure of polygon. Here it is. Triangle, square and hexagon. Now figures below show some curves that are not polygons. See the figure. Here it is. First figure. You see in this figure the curve cuts itself. You see it. Now next figure. Here in this figure you see the curve cuts itself. Okay student. Now in this figure starting point and ending point are not the same point. Okay student. These are the figures which are not polygons, right? Now see the table. According to number of sides or vertices, name of polygon, figure of polygon. If the number of sides or vertices of a polygon is 3, then the name of the polygon is triangle. Here the figure of the triangle. Okay, right. Now, if the number of sides or vertices of a polygon is 4, then the name of the polygon is quadrilateral. Here it is. See the figure. Now, if the number of sides or vertices is 5, then the name of the polygon is pentagon. Here it is figure. Okay student, right? Now, if the number of sides or vertices is 6, then the name of the polygon is hexagon. Here it is figure of hexagon. If the number of sides or vertices is 7, then the name of the polygon is heptagon. Here see the figure. Okay student, right? Now, if the number of sides or vertices is 8, then the name of the polygon is octagon. Here see the figure of octagon. Okay. Now, if the number of sides or vertices is 9, then the name of the polygon is nonagon. Here see it, the figure of nonagon. Now, if the number of sides or vertices of a polygon is 10, then the name of the polygon is decagon. Here it is, see the figure of decagon. Okay student, right? Now, diagonals. It is a line segment which connects two non-consecutive vertices of a polygon. Here, see the figure. For the figure shown above, SQ and PR are the two diagonals for the given quadrilateral. Okay student, right? Now, next, interior and exterior of a closed curve. Interior of a closed curve. What is interior of a closed curve? Here it is. The area which is covered inside the closed curve is called its interior. Here see the figure. In the figure, the shaded portion reflects the interior of the given closed curve. Here you see one shaded portion is there. That shaded portion indicates the interior of the closed curve. Okay student, right? Now, exterior of a closed curve. What is exterior of a closed curve? Here it is. The area which is covered outside the closed curve is called its exterior. Here see the figure. In the figure, the shaded portion reflects the exterior of the given closed curve. In the above figure, you see one shaded portion. That shaded portion represents exterior of the closed curve. Okay student, right? Now, convex and concave polygons. Here convex polygons. What is convex polygons? Here it is. It is a polygon in which no diagonals lies outside the boundary of the polygon. Here see the figure. For the given figure, all the diagonals AD, AC, BE, BD, C formed are present in the interior of the polygons, and there are no diagonals possible outside the given polygon. In the figure you see the diagonals, all the diagonals are in the interior part. There is no diagonal in the exterior part. Okay student, right? Now concave polygons. What is concave polygons? It is a polygon in which at least one diagonal lies outside the boundary of the polygon. Here see the figure. For the given figure, the diagonal ln, you see the diagonal ln is present in the exterior of the polygon. Okay student. Now regular and irregular polygons. Regular polygon. Let's see. A polygon which is both equiangular and equilateral is called a regular polygon. For example, square, equilateral triangle, etc. Here it is. In both square and triangle, the length of all the sides as well as the angles formed is equal. In square, all the angles are 90 degree, and in the triangle, equilateral triangle, all the angles are 60 degree, and also sides are same. Okay student, these are the example of regular polygon. Okay student. Now irregular polygon. What is irregular polygon? Let's see. A polygon which is either not equiangular or equilateral is called an irregular polygon. For example, rectangle, kite, etc. Here it is rectangle. For the given rectangle figure, all the sides are not same. Okay student. And for the given triangle figure, neither the sides nor the angles are same. Okay student. Now next, quadrilateral. What is quadrilateral? A simple closed figure bounded by 4 line segments is called a quadrilateral. It has 4 sides, that is AB, BC, CD and AD, and 4 vertices as A, B, C and D, and the sum of all angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. Okay, let's see the figure. Here 4 vertices A, B, C, D, 4 sides AB, BC, CD and DA. Okay student. Now next, parallelogram. What is parallelogram? A quadrilateral in which opposite sides are parallel and equal is called parallelogram. Written as, and the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Okay student. Here the properties of parallelogram. Here it is. First property is opposite sides are equal and parallel. Second property is opposite angles are equal. Okay student. Now next property, diagonals bisect each other. Here see the figure. Diagonals are AC and BD. Okay student, bisect each other. Now next, rectangle. What is rectangle? A parallelogram each of whose angle is 90 degree and diagonals are equal is called a rectangle. Here see the properties of rectangle. First property, opposite sides are equal and parallel. Second property, each angle is a right angle, that means 90 degree. Okay student. Now third property, diagonals are equal. Next property is diagonals bisect each other. Let's see the figure. Here it is. ABCD is a rectangle. Next, squared. What is squared? A quadrilateral in which all sides and angles are equal is called a square. Let's see the properties of square. Here it is. First property, all the sides are equal. Second property, each angle is a right angle. Third property, diagonals are equal. Fourth property, diagonals bisect each other at a right angle. Let's see the figure. ABCD is a square. Okay, student. Now, next, rhombus. A parallelogram having all its sides equal is called a rhombus. Let's see the properties of rhombus. Here it is. First property, all the sides are equal. Next, opposite angles are equal. Third property, diagonals bisect each other at a right angle. That means 90 degree. Here see the figure. ABCD is a rhombus, where AB, BC, CD, DA are the sides of the rhombus. All are equal. And here you see AC and BD are the diagonals of this rhombus. Okay, student. Now, trapezium. What is trapezium? A quadrilateral in which two opposite sides are parallel and the other two opposite sides are non-parallel. It's called a trapezium. If two non-parallel sides of a trapezium are equal, then it is called an isosceles trapezium. The line segments joining the midpoints of non-parallel sides of a trapezium is called its median. Okay, student. Let's see the figure. Here it is. ABCD is a trapezium, and AB and CD are two parallel sides of this trapezium, and AD and BC are two non-parallel sides of this trapezium. Okay, student, right? Now, kite. A quadrilateral with exactly two pairs of equal consecutive sides. Here see the figure. ABCD is a kite. Okay, student. Here AB and BC are equal and AD and CD are equal. That means AB is equal to BC and AD is equal to CD. Okay, student. Here ABCD is a kite in which AB is equal to BC and AD is equal to CD. Now, properties. See the properties of kite. Here it is. First property, the diagonals are perpendicular to one another. Here, if we draw diagonal AC and BD, then they are perpendicular to each other. Okay, student. One of the diagonals bisect the other. Okay. Now, next, in the figure, measure of angle A is equal to measure of angle C, but measure of angle B not equal to measure of angle D. Okay, student. Now, angles and polygons. First, interior angles. What is interior angles? Here it is. The interior angles of a polygon are the angles at each vertex on the inside of the polygon In convex polygons, each interior angle is always less than 180 degree. Okay, student. Now, exterior angles. What is exterior angles? Here it is. The exterior angle of a polygon is an angle that forms a linear pair with one of the interior angles of the polygon. In the same manner as an exterior angle of a triangle, the exterior angle of a polygon is formed by any side of the polygon and the extension of its adjacent side. Okay, student. Now let's see the figure. Here it is. In this figure you see the interior angle. Here it is 65 degree and exterior angle here it is 115 degree. Okay, student. Now you have to remember this. Sum of interior angles of a polygon is equal to 180 degree into n minus 2, where n is equal to number of sides of the polygon. Next, each interior angle of a regular polygon is equal to 180 degree into n minus 2 divided by n. Okay, student. Now next, sum of exterior angles of a polygon is equal to 360 degree. Next, each exterior angle of a regular polygon is equal to 360 degree divided by n, where n is the number of sides of the polygon. You have to remember these. Okay, student. Now see example 1. How many sides does a polygon have if the sum of the interior angles is 1080 degree? Let's see the solution. Here, let the sides of the polygon be n. Now we know that sum of interior angles of a polygon is equal to 180 degree into n minus 2. So, according to question, 180 degree into n minus 2 is equal to 1080 degree. Okay, student. This is implies 180 degree into n minus 360 degree is equal to 1080 degree. This is implies 180 degree into n is equal to 1440 degree. This is implies n is equal to 1440 degree divided by 180 degree. This is implies n is equal to 8. So the number of sides of the polygon is 8. Okay, student. Now see example 2. Find the number of degrees in each interior angle of a regular pentagon. Here see the solution. This is a regular polygon, so we can use the formula. Here it is the formula. Each interior angle of a regular polygon is equal to 180 degree into n minus 2 divided by n. And we know that a pentagon has 5 sides. Thus 180 degree into n minus 2 divided by n is equal to 180 degree into 5 minus 2 divided by 5, because we have to put n is equal to 5 in this formula. This is equal to 180 degree into 3 divided by 5. This is equal to 108 degree. So the number of degrees in each interior angle of a regular polygon pentagon is 108 degree. Now see example 3. Find the measure of each exterior angle of a regular octagon. Let's see the solution. Here it is. This is a regular polygon, so we can use the formula. Here the formula is each exterior angle of a regular polygon is equal to 360 degree divided by n, where n is the number of sides of the polygon. Here in the question it is given that it is a regular octagon. Octagon means the sides of the polygon is 8, and octagon has 8 sides. So this is implies 360 degree divided by n is equal to 360 degree divided by 8, because we have to put n is equal to 8. This is equal to 45 degree. So the measure of each exterior angle of a regular octagon is 45 degree. Okay student, right? Now this is the end of this chapter. Your homework will be you have to solve all the questions of this chapter from your R.S. Agarwal book. Thank you and visit again.